All right, back in house with Coach Ragsdale. Last week you guys were on fall break. We didn't get to come by, so we're going to catch up 2 weeks. Then this week, get the much needed off week. We'd love to talk about that and your approach to that. But let's rewind the clock 2 weeks ago. It's Gillsville 2 weeks ago, correct?
Yep.
Take us back that night, Coach, and how that game transpired.
Yeah, I thought Gillsville, they gave us they gave us some trouble. They had a couple long drives to start the game, and it was one of those deals that they ate a lot of clock up, which is their game, and we stopped them on fourth down. I'm trying to go back. I think going into halftime it was 20-6. We only got the ball 3 times. 3 times in the first half.
Wow.
So that's what Coach Knapp does. Eats the clock up, controls the ball, and what they do is hard to stop. Foot to foot. They got some big bodies, and the Centel kid and the Heinrich kid run the ball hard. But come out of that with a win, and that win that sealed up the 3rd spot for us in the region. Yeah. And then last week going up to Ider, Ider is most improved team for sure.
I definitely think so too.
For sure. I mean, Coach got the kids playing hard. They got an identity this year. Big difference. This is just from last year. Just the way they play. And it was the same type game. They ate the clock up, had long drives. Real similar.
Zero and triple option.
Yeah, double wing, triple option. So, that was real similar to the Gillsville game. It was hard for us to get going. I felt like just because we got the ball first and drove down and scored, and then they got the ball. I think we each had 1 possession in the first quarter. Just a slow, grinded out type game on their part, and I felt like we were just. I think overall our worst game that we played up at Ider. I just felt like we couldn't get going. We were not focused very well. A lot of little stuff that we did.
It's a good little road trip too.
Yeah, it was. And again, we hadn't handled those real well this year. I don't feel like the Appalachia game. I thought we played good on the road, but had 3 or 4 mistakes that cost us. I feel like in that game. But yeah, we come around and finish out region play against Ider this past Friday. And going into a much-needed off week, I thought this off week couldn't have come at a better time for us. And going in before we play Ramburn next week, just give us a chance to get some guys healed up, back to close to 100% as we can. Because when you play physical football, you're going to be banged up at this time of year, and it's a great week for getting a weight room in here and do some extra stuff, get an ice bath, and fix some. We're just focusing on us this week, fixing just some little small miscues from special teams to offense and defense that we need to revisit that we hadn't had time. Some things that we did the first few weeks, a camp week that we did, kind of getting back to some of those basics this week.
That's what my question is. I love to hear different philosophy from coaches on off weeks. A lot of them approach it as it's not really off, we're just open. They also have the mindset of, man, we got to fix us. Some of them start putting in for their next opponents. Some of them don't. How do you approach it?
Yeah. Well, I told the guys yesterday, I said, this is not an off week. This is a football week. We just don't have a game on Friday.
Gotcha.
We come in here, started out yesterday in the weight room, just did a full session in the weight room. Some things, we cut out. We do a smaller regimen in the weight room, kind of cut out some of our auxiliary lifts. That way we go split our time with film before practice starts. But yesterday we did a full regimen in here. Just got after it in the weight room like it was February. Went up, watched a little bit of film, and then yesterday just practice. Was just trying to break the week up to the first couple of days is about us, and then maybe at the end of the week we start looking ahead and start putting some things in for Ramburn next week. But the first thing we got to do is just fix some of our small mistakes that we made. And the good thing is about this time of year, it's not having to question our kids on how they're playing effort-wise. So that's something that you don't want to be visiting week 8, week 9.
Yeah.
So, we're playing hard, but I felt like Friday night we had a lot of execution miscues that we need to get back and just revisit and spend some more time this week in practice.
How did the guys react to the old school, grab it and go weights? I mean, like pounding it out in here. That probably fired them up a little.
I said they were like, Coach, man, I wish we could do this every day.
Yeah.
I mean, we usually come in here before we watch film, about 35 minutes. We get our cores and we, get some specific lifts that we can squeeze in. But like yesterday, we spent a little over an hour in here, did full station work, core, all that good stuff. So it was, I had a couple kids come up like, Coach, man, I did over my last match.
See what I'm saying?
Just yesterday, because we did come in here and did heavy with a +1 rep. So some kids were surprised because it's been, July since we've maxed.
Really?
So we kind of.
That's actually pretty good then.
Yeah.
They's in here repping some of their max. Some of these guys is repping their max.
Yeah, some of them come up like, hey, Coach, I repped like 10 pounds over my max.
That's crazy.
One time. So it's just, and even, you get in our in-season phase. I mean, I didn't think, I was kind of surprised that.
Well, I mean, sometimes your body heals up, though, so you can
do rest,
like
yeah.
There ain't no doubt. And, I mean, I don't care what anybody, I don't care what they say, where they're at, how good their DNA is. If they don't get in here, that ain't happening. Do you agree?
Oh, yeah. I
mean, this is what keeps you from getting injured. This is what,
puts you on the field, keeps you off the field.
That's right. Yeah, effort in here, and, I mean, once you're on the field, it's what keeps you there. I mean,
that's one of the things, telling some of the kids, you see over time, sometimes it takes that switch to flip to maybe their junior year, where I've seen it over the years where kids go, man, I'm running out of time to get on the field. I've seen kids every year when football season over in November, December, they just turn into a different dude in here.
Yep.
It's like working hard, and I'm sitting back going, well, it'll be interesting to see what they do in August.
That's right.
And I think that's one of my things I enjoy watching. I enjoy, because you can't make a kid. No. You can't make a kid. You can stand over and blow the whistle, and you can do whatever, but if they're not doing the correct weight and they're not giving the effort, but I enjoy being in here in a weight room and seeing a kid. You could be middle of the season going, man, I'm trying to weasel my way on the field somewhere. Yep. I just want to get on a special team. What starts in here?
Yep.
Busting your tail and adding some weight and what you're doing at home to take care of yourself.
Yep.
And you start seeing the kids transform, on the practice field.
If they quit on you in here, they're going to quit on you out there.
Oh, yeah, because I love it. I love people, and nothing against anybody, but, why, as a coach, you hate, why is my kid not getting to play?
Oh, yeah.
Why are you this? Why is that? Not being ugly. Sometimes come to the weight room. Come to the practice field.
You'll find out.
I mean, it's just, if you're in here busting your tail and you're going to benefit Spring Garden football, then you're going to be on the field somewhere.
You'd be crazy. You'd be crazy not to play them.
Yeah.
I like the leave no doubt. I mean, make it where the coach has to play you.
Exactly.
Like everybody on the team in the stands, everybody's like, okay, he has to play it. That dude's killing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love my uncle coached me in high school, and he made a statement one time. He coached for over 30 years. He was like, man, I put little scraggly guys on the field that work hard, and he was talking about me. He said, I put little scraggly guys, and those guys that are bigger than you, standing somewhere else. He's like, that's what gets coach fired.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious.
Thanks, man.
No, but I mean, if you bust your guts in here, though, you'll find a way out there somehow.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a clip I need to send you of Bucky McMillan. Have I ever showed you that clip?
I don't think so.
I'll send it to you when we get done. You'll, as a coach, you'll be fired up. And I'll just give you a brief summary of it. He says, he's talking about parents. He was talking about parents, and I basically asked him what it takes to be a parent for a Mountain Brook Spartan basketball player. It was when he was at Mountain Brook. And he says, I'll tell you this. He said, more careers have been ruined at the dinner table than anywhere else. He said, let me tell you why. When you go home, whatever your parents say is law. So if your parents are sitting there telling you, hey, I don't know why you passed to Johnny, you're better than Johnny, you need to take more shots than Johnny, all that parent's doing is alienating that kid, and he's ruining his career.
Oh, yeah.
He said, because I can prove it to you. He said, they will never be a parent in any format check a kid into my game. But he said also those parents judge 100% of their perception is what goes on between those white lines during a game. He said, that's less than 1% of this program.
Oh, yeah.
when you talk about school, when you talk about lifting, when you talk about practice, when you talk about workouts, when you talk about running sprints, he's like, the game is less than 1% of this program. But they judge 100% of this, your kid's performance in this program, on what happens between those white lines.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we get on some random topics on here, don't we? That's like a random topic of the day.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, but, you know, that's also, man, you love, like I said, you get, as a coach, you get to a situation when somebody gets hurt, you know, especially in football. Somebody's going to go down.
Somebody's going down.
I mean, over the years, I can think through just, we can sit here and talk about every football team. And you go, man, you go back and pull film up and go, man, why is this kid on the field? You know, like somewhere in the course of that season, somebody's went down. You're like, man, he's busting his tail. We trust him. You know, we trust him to do a job, and because it goes back to that, well, we trust that you're doing 90% for your 2 reps in the back corner of the weight room.
Yep.
You know, that's why we can trust you to insert you in whatever position.
Yep.
But yeah, getting back in the weight room yesterday was just, it was like, oh, okay, man, I wish we had time to do this every day, the full throttle deal.
No doubt, because it'll fire them up. Juices, everything gets flowing.
Yeah.
Everything. I mean, it's the guys look forward to that. But this week, the off week, and then anything else, any other news, I always like to kick it back to you before we shut it down.
Man, not that I know of. I had a joke. I told people we're guaranteed to win this week.
Yeah.
I'm running into people that didn't know it was our off week, and they're like, hey, who y'all got Friday? I said, well, we're guaranteed to win.
Yeah.
I was like, because, you know, I'm usually going to be like, you know, and so now
no bad mouthing this week.
No, we'll go to Ranburne next week. So it's kind of like a setup for a playoff. I mean, treat it like a playoff game. We're making a long bus trip to Ranburne. You know, decent drive. We're going to be on the road first round of playoffs. So I told the kids, let's start prepping.
You don't know who it's going to be yet, or do you?
I think pretty sure it's going to be Hackleburg.
Hackleburg,
I believe.
Yeah.
So we made that drive back in.
How far is that?
Like 245, something like that. So it's a good little haul. And we actually went there, I think 2018. I think 18 we went over there.
You guys will leave in the morning then, right?
Probably, you know, usually we leave a little bit before lunch. I think, you know, we'll try to stop and eat and do a walk through somewhere, you get close, just get off the bus and just get your legs moving.
Yeah, do a walk through, get your juices.
Yeah. So,
last thing you want to do is jump off and play.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, no, heck no. Not in the playoffs.
No.
You got to dial that thing in. One other thing before I shut it down. When it gets this time of year, you guys have been in the playoffs and made runs so much. Do the guys start listening a little bit more, start dialing in a little bit more? Do you notice that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we start talking about it really this week. You know, once we got past that last region game, I mean, you know, especially seniors, you know, a little different challenge now. It's been close to 10 years since we've traveled in the first round.
That's crazy.
I couldn't off the top of my head. It's close to that. But, you know, I told the seniors, I'm like, you know, y'all realize, you know, you could have possibly played your last home game in front of the crowd here at Spring Garden 2 weeks ago.
That's crazy.
I said, so you got a little extra. I mean, you know, let's see if we can bring this thing back. Round 2 here and get another game in front of the home folks. And but, you know, you put all your chips are on the table right now. You know, what you do from the time you wake up, everything's going to follow you on the field. So, I mean, it's that time of year you got to, you know, if you're not focused in, you not being focused in is going to cost you.
Yeah. Oh, ain't no doubt. I'm going to tell you, that 1A North stuff, man.
Yeah. That region that we cross with, I mean, just pull them out of a hat. I mean, I from what I hear and a little bit I've seen, some good football.
I mean, and then you
look at our region, man. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, how much better is Woodville this year than they've been in the last few years?
Yeah, and
App's better than they've been. You know, it's crazy.
Well, I mean, there was not a game in our region that we didn't.
No.
That wasn't a fight.
Like you said it when we started the show, Eider's one of the most improved teams in 1A.
Yeah, there was no takeoff games. You know, in our region where you just show up and go, hey man, I mean, hopefully our subs get to play.
Yeah.
You know, right after halftime, there was none of those.
None of that.
Through our schedule, it was.
It's tough, man. I mean, I know they got some dogs in the 1A South, but 1A North ain't no joke either. Now, I'm gonna tell you, Coach. I appreciate you sitting in with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.